What's up, everybody? David from Pro Duo Flippers here. Today, we're going to talk to you about how we track all our numbers for our small business. My wife and I are full-time sellers on eBay, and we did about $200,000 in sales for 2021. Our income from that will be about $100,000. Just want to show you quickly how you could use this spreadsheet to track your business, whether it be online sales, e-commerce, eBay, Amazon, or even just a brick and mortar where you're doing sales of goods with inventory and stuff like that. A simple spreadsheet you could use. It's available for purchase for $9 if you're interested. There will be a link in the description. We use this to track our 6,000 individual sales for the year. And we've been using this for multiple years, and we've actually sold this spreadsheet for a few years now. I believe we sold around 600 copies, and we've only had one person ask for their money back, and we gave it back to them. Good value. You can try to make one of your own. You could steal my ideas and make your own. I don't really care. I'm just showing you what we use, and it's there available for you to purchase if you want. I'm going to try to make this video as quick and short as possible, so we will go straight to showing you the spreadsheet right now. Here we go. Okay, so here we're going to talk about the spreadsheet. Here is the spreadsheet. You can see down here along the bottom there's multiple tabs. I use this for e-commerce, so I sell on a few different platforms, so I have different tabs for eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, and local sales. But you can delete or add to any of these tabs down here if you want. If you sell things, just locally or in your store at a brick and mortar store or whatever, you could easily adapt these tabs to suit whatever you need to do. So we'll just go ahead and start going through these tabs so I can kind of show you what is there and how I use this program. So like I said, this is Microsoft Excel. It does also work with Google Sheets and Apple Numbers, and it should be compatible to be able to use with those programs as well if you don't have Microsoft products. Okay, so here is just an eBay, the eBay tab. This can be used, like I said, for any other platform that you sell on, whether or not you sell in a brick and mortar store locally. So when something sells, I enter in the date, a brief description of what it was. I have added this column that was never there before for some people who want to be able to add the cost of their inventory that they originally paid for it. I don't use that because like I said, I sell about 6,000 items per year, and that number is going to go up again this year. So it's too much for me to try to track every individual purchase. So I just track all my individual, like my purchases in bulk, and I'll show you that on the inventory tab in a little bit here, how I track my inventory purchases. But for the sakes of this tab, you could put this cost, or you could choose to leave it blank. I just deleted this column off because I'm not tracking that on my own personal spreadsheet. But here you put the price that it sold for, and if you're selling online, I include the shipping charge as well, because that is money that you received. So this would be the price that it sold plus shipping, including shipping. You put that here. You put the shipping charge, whatever it costs you, or not the charge, but the actual cost of shipping that you paid. You put that here, and if there's any fee relative to that, whether it be for eBay or whatever platform you're selling on, or if it doesn't apply, just leave it blank. But in this case, it's eBay. This is one small change that I made. For those of you who want to use this for eBay, I will quickly show you, or if you're familiar with this, have seen it before, my spreadsheet. I historically have had a formula here for calculating, but I have done away with that formula because eBay is just all over the place with fees depending on what category you're selling in, depending on whether you're using promoted listings or anything like that. So now I am manually entering the fee here. And so for those of you who want to use this for eBay, which is probably most of the people that follow me, since that's what we do, I will quickly show you where I get these fees from on eBay. So if you go here to Seller Hub, you can go to payments. This is assuming you're on managed payments. Most people should be by now. And then you scroll here and you can click on see all. And then you can get the fees. Now, for those of you who use promoted listings, which I now do, you will have to add the two fees together. So, like for example, this jacket that I just sold today, the fee for that was $8.50. My promoted listings fee, which was like 2% or so, was an additional $1.15. So for that, I would put $9.65 into this column here for the fees. So that's where I would get the fees. If you happen to have a refund, you can go back to that same listing, put in the refunded amount here, and any eBay fee credit that you may have gotten back. And here in the orange box on each tab, it will kind of give you a description of how to use this page, etc. So that is for eBay. Amazon is pretty much the same thing. I would just manually enter all the stuff, and then the profit is calculated for you through a formula. Poshmark actually does have the fee formula in here because it's the same regardless what you sell. It's 20%. So that will be figured for you, and that is in gray. So that's how you know that you don't need to enter anything into that column. And then local is even more simple, right? Because there's no fees, um, and there's no shipping or anything. So you just sell it, date, item, and the price it's sold for. So that is the four different tabs that I have for entering my sales in. And then I have this one here where, let's say I will add up whatever is sold for one day. Let's see, for this example, I sold maybe 4 things. You could highlight all 4. It will show you the count. So down here on the bottom, you have 4 for a total of $95 or so. And so you could put the 4 in here and 95 for that platform if you had something else for Poshmark or whatever. And then it would total up here. And then it also totals for the week. And it comes over here for your week total for the number amount and the dollar amount sold. So this sheet's kind of nice because you could track all your different streams of income or platforms that you sell on. So um, so here I have monthly totals, and this is just for eBay because, like I said, this is my main platform. So whatever you want to use for your main platform, it will show. Actually, it does show eBay, all 4 of my platforms. I'm sorry, and so it shows the totals for the month. And as it goes along, this is nice. You can enter in your previous year's numbers from here if you want to. And you can kind of track it as you go along. That's what I do. My numbers go back to, I believe, 2016. So I can see what I did in January for 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and what I'll be doing in 2022 going forward. So that will be nice. That's nice to have track of and kind of see trends of which months you'll do better in. Typically, online sales do better in fourth quarter, the last few months of the year. And slower times in the summer, depending on what you're selling on. If you sell a lot of summer type stuff, then you might have a stronger summer. And then here I have year-to-date totals. So this pulls from all the other tabs as well. And it'll break down pretty much all your cash flow because it will track everything pretty much except for maybe some unique deductions that you might have. Like for me, I would have mileage deduction that I would track on my app, and also like a home office use deduction. So here is where I put my inventory. So if I go to a thrift store and I spent $17.50 at Goodwill, I will put the whole total here. I don't break it down per item that I buy. Like I said, it's just too much work and is not necessary for accounting purposes. So I will put the totals there. If I go to garage sales for the day, I will keep a list manually written down on a sheet of paper for the day with all the addresses that I've gone to and how much I've spent at each one. I will total that up at the end of the day, and I will put that total number for the day here, and then I will file away that paper as like a paper receipt for what I did in case I ever get audited. But that's how I do that. So basically total all those. Down here at the bottom, it will total your year total for that. And so let's see what next we have. Supplies. So anything that you buy for your business supply wise, mostly mine is for packaging supplies since I do a lot of shipping. So boxes or bags or labels or poly mailers, etc., stuff like that. Any kind of normal supplies that you would go through randomly throughout the year, you would put here in the supplies, and it'll total up your year total for here at the bottom. And then same thing here with expenses, but this might be more for like one-off time expenses or stuff that just wasn't considered supplies. So this could be a computer or a printer or a desk, a piece of office furniture. It could be a camera. It could be something like you rented a truck because you had to pick up some inventory. Anything like that. If you went out of town for business purposes, you could put your hotel stay here or something like that. Anyway, any kind of expenses you want, you can put there. And then I have this last tab for eBay fees, or if you happen to have like a storage rental, you could add different things to this too. If you have like some regular expenses that you have, like maybe you rent a building or something, you could put your lease payments here and total them up at the end of the year. This eBay fee for me is just my monthly subscription that I pay $60 a month for a premier store. So that is about it. I wanted to show you this quickly, and that was fairly quickly. So hopefully, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below, or you can pause and look at things if you want. If I'm moving too fast. But that is it. I just wanted to show you again the daily tracker here. I didn't talk about this thing over here. This is just strictly for my eBay sales, but it will track the amount of sales I had for each month, the dollar amount, breaks down the average selling price, and then here in this start list column, I have the amount of listings I started with at the beginning of the month and the dollar value of those, as well as far as what you would get from eBay if you looked at your listing total. And so I like to keep track of that so I can see year over year, month over month, where my listings are. For me, they're always growing. So I created this spreadsheet quite a while ago when I was only at like 850 listings or so, I guess. We are now up to 2,600 listings. But anyway, this is my spreadsheet. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, so that's it. I did go through it fastly. So if you have any questions for me regarding this spreadsheet or eBay or selling online or running your own business, whatever, it doesn't matter. Leave the questions in the comments. I will respond to any of those questions, and hopefully this helps. If you guys are interested in it, there'll be a link below to download the spreadsheet for $9. It will send you an email, and then you can, from that email, you can go download the spreadsheet to your computer. But that's it. Again, I'm David from Pro Duo Flippers. My wife has joined me about 1.5 years ago, so we are both full-time sellers on eBay now, and we do a little bit on Amazon, Poshmark, and Facebook, but we strictly focus on eBay for the most part. You can also follow us on Instagram, Pro Duo Flippers there as well. Hopefully this is helpful. If you guys want to just take any of my ideas and make your own spreadsheet, that's fine. I found that it takes probably hours to create a spreadsheet like this. So for $9, it's well worth the money. It will save you a lot of time, even if you want to make a bunch of changes or just use it as it is. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully this helps.